Good morning. I hope you appreciate maintenance and what they've done to set this place up. The air conditioner is beautiful. It's about 71 up here. And if that were the case, I wouldn't say it. But thank you for coming out. On behalf of the board of directors, I would like to welcome you to the gate ceremony for July 4th. Now, many of you know what July 4th means to this country. And I just hope and pray that we never forget that. What has God done for America? Our founding fathers consistently spoke of the need for utilizing the Bible and the Judeo-Christian values in defining and preserving this nation. Our founding fathers started us off on the right foot. In 1782, the Congress voted in favor of a resolution recommending and approving the Bible for use in schools. God has blessed America. Washington called for prayer, and in that prayer, he was able to save his army, what was left of it. What about more recently, in Operation Iraqi Freedom? The only answer for why so few casualties is that God answered prayers of the people. More were killed in crimes here in the U.S. than during Operation Iraqi Freedom. Lest we forget that peace comes with a price. What will God do to America? The highways of history are littered with the nations that looked away from divine guidance. Let us not add one more crash on that highway. And now, I ask you all to join me as we ask our God to once again bless this nation. Bless the young, bless the old. This nation has a rebirth every year. The wisdom, the knowledge, the values are held by us, the elders. But each year we add children. We must raise those children to understand and appreciate what has been passed to them. The United States of America, lest we forget. And now it's my privilege to introduce Jim McClure, who will lead us in the pledge.
Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And next is Jeff Barnard.
Please stay standing for the national anthem. I'm going to pitch it kind of low so I can hit the high note. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night was our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? And now we have John Cleland doing a reading for us.
I'm going to read Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. But before, I'd like to say a few words. The Gettysburg National Cemetery was dedicated by President Abraham Lincoln 4 months after the Battle of Gettysburg. America was deeply divided. The country was at war. And today, America again is deeply divided and at war. Let me rephrase that statement. America is deeply divided today, but America is not at war. America's armed forces are at war, and the rest of America is at the mall, fat, dumb, and happy. The men and women serving in our armed forces today are the only Americans making any sacrifices in this war on Islamist terror. For today's deeply divided America, Lincoln's Gettysburg Address contains a strong and relevant message. So for the next 2 minutes, as I read Lincoln's immortal Gettysburg Address, I ask that you think about what Lincoln says in the context of today's America. Okay, listen up. 77 years ago, our forefathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now, we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who gave their lives that this nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have confiscated it or consecrated it far above our poor power to add or to detract. The world would little note nor long remember what we say here but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to have dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from those honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave their lives, their last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, and that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth. Thank you. And now Jeff Bernard will lead us in song.
We're now going to sing God Bless America. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. At this time, Paul Idle's going to fire off his cannon, and I suggest people with dogs either cover their ears or just be careful with them, okay? Everybody, eyes left. This is a flag waving time. You're a grand old flag. The words are in the bulletin, in case you don't remember them, like me. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true with the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. And now Frank Tantillo will come up again. Thank you.
I call upon each of you to search your hearts and to focus on the God you have your trust in. And ask him this morning to return to this nation. Forgive us for the many places we've banned him from. And Lord, as we come together, we just turn this nation and its people over to you. We trust in you. We believe in you. And now we call to you to protect and to bless this nation. Amen. May you live in peace. May you continue to live in peace. And may each of us have the opportunity to continue to watch this nation grow and have a positive effect throughout this world. And now I'm going to bring the parade mistress to the podium.